This video is all about how to form a really good networking strategy. What do I mean by that? Well, it's the difference between going to a networking event without a plan at all, walking straight into the room and trying to figure out what you want to do from there, or planning it out just a little bit. It doesn't take a lot of time, doesn't take a lot of thought, but a little bit of preparation before you attend a networking event will go a long way in increasing the return you get from that event. Now, regardless of what the event type is, generally speaking, most events have some kind of an attendee list that you can view before you go along. That's really crucial. Some networking events, they'll send it out by email the night before. Some of them, it's online as a permanent member list. Others, they send out their members and their expected guests the night before the meeting, again by email. Or some events, they'll follow up afterwards, or in person, of course. Some events will give you an envelope full of all the business cards of the people in the room, which is a really nice touch. Regardless, it's really important to establish who's likely to be in the room before you go there, and then forensically go through that list and think, would they be a good person for me to speak to? Is their network likely to be of value to me? Are their customers likely to be the kind of customers that I would like to sell to? Forget about selling to the room. You've already lost if that's what you think networking is about. It's about leveraging the contacts of the people in the room. Here's a story that I heard once which absolutely hit home on that one. There was a lady who was an established member of a networking group and a gentleman who came along to visit that group, and he met her at the group, and they sat down next to each other to have breakfast with each other. And he said to her, "So what do you do?" And she told him. And his exact words to her were, "Oh, we're not going to be able to do business then, are we?" And he turned away from her. Like 101 of networking faux pas. Please don't ever do that ever. Please always be nice to people. Anyway, he did do one thing right that day. When it came to his turn to do a pitch, he stood up and he asked for a specific introduction. He said, "I'd like to speak to this particular person or this particular type of person, an actual category of business," because he knew that their customers were going to be good for him. So they're going to be a great referral partner. As he sat down, the lady who sat next to him nudged him in the ribs, and she said, "I know that person. I've lived next door to them for the last 20 years. Now, that's a bit of karma there, right? I think they established to kind of fix it in the end. But here's the point, you never quite know. But if you go in with a strategy and kind of plan out, who do I probably want to speak to? Who do I want to, focus on? That's going to really pay you back in dividends. And also follow up on those that you wanted to speak to but didn't quite get to by calling them afterwards. Again, using that list of people. That's a very valuable list that you get at those networking events. There's one thing to avoid doing with that list. Please, please, please avoid sending a mass email to everyone on that list. It's no different to shoving your business card in someone's face and then running off. See my other video for that one. Please don't spam people. Please pick them off one by one. That's the way to do it. I hope that helps. If this has helped you, please click subscribe or like the video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.